Okay, we need to get the thing out of the way. Just 1 second. We can edit this out when we post on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man, this hurts my arm.
Okay, there. Oh, almost. Just click somewhere else. There we go. Now
No.
we have to. There we go. Okay. Biofuels, biodiesel, and ethanol by Aaron, Bingo, Mandy, and Natalie.
What is biodiesel? Biofuels are fuels made out of organic matter, basically anything that lived or have died. Biofuels come in many different kinds of forms, including ethanol, biodiesel, liquid forms, and gas forms, such as corn.
How do we make it? For ethanol, which crops are currently used? Which ones could be used that may be more efficient? Popular crops for ethanol are usually corn because it's cheap, and sugarcane, although sugarcane is more expensive. Sugarcane is probably one of the most efficient forms of energy and biofuel, whereas corn is the least efficient since it causes actually more pollution than gasoline would. What can biofuels be used for? How is it currently being used? Burning we use it to burn and make energy. It fuels cars in place of gasoline and leads to byproducts such as plastic, cosmetics, and soaps.
Yo, 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 it's Snoop Dogg here. How clean does it burn? How polluting is it compared to other fuels? It burns relatively cleanly, and the carbon in the plants will eventually find their way back to the atmosphere, whether we burn it or not. So it doesn't really matter. Oil's carbon has been in the ground for too long. If we burn the oil, all that carbon will go back into the atmosphere and it'll be all haywire. Crazy stuff, man. Also, during production, it requires us to customize and cultivate massive fields of biomass, which can cause habitat destruction because people need their habitat, yo. And it can also have fertilizer runoff, and nobody likes runoff. It's practically secondhand smoke, man. The amount of energy required to produce the organic material is not included in the process. So, here we go on to the next slide. You won't see me anymore. How was it transported? Meet my friend the psychedelic frog. He's been popping up every once in a while. He's a cool dude. Trucks using fossil fuel, biodiesel, or ethanol transport it, or airplanes or boats or other means of transportation, dog. Alright, here I'm turning it back over to Bingo Hey.
Anyway, so, is it viable? Is this a viable fuel source in the U.S. for the future? No, because it requires a lot of water and land to produce enough biomass in order to make a sufficient amount of energy. As you already know, we already produce a lot of crops, and they have to use a lot of land to make these mass plantations or other things. Also, in these plantations, you require a lot of water, energy, fertilizer. That can cause fertilizer runoff, and overall can be bad for the environment. Also, if you use the land too much, it can also reduce the quality of the soil. So overall, it may be good when burning the biofuels, but environmentally, when producing it, it can harm the environment a lot more. Also, the most popular biofuel, ethanol, uses crops for production and thus raises the food prices, which can harm the world's poor, which it's not very good if you think about it. So, thank you for listening to our presentation.
Man.